Sexy Chocolate is walking past as I'm walking out with Beardo behind me. I'm like, you know what? Hey. At this point, Sexy Chocolate needs to see that he ain't the only man that has eyes for me. And he may have some competition.
Something about the West Coast.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
Hey beauties. My name is Unique and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to come with a story time, and this is in a little inspiration of, Love Day. Love Day was just yesterday, so happy belated Love Day. Actually, by the time I put this video out, it's going to be 2 days past Love Day. But you know what? Love Day is every day. This story, as you can see by the title, I was in a love triangle. So I don't want to drink alone. Whatever you got, whatever you have on hand, go and get it, because this story is about to be juicy. Big pop of pickles, yeah, juicy. Okay, so take a sip on that. So yesterday for Valentine's Day, I was drinking Stella Rosa, which I have it here, and my rose in it. It's good if you like a little sweet red wine, but it's only 5% alcohol, 5.5 I believe. This one is Sutter Home Sweet Red, and this is 12.5, and that's why I'm getting hot. But let's get to the story. Don't cut me off. Stay here. It's about to go down. I was in an unexpected love triangle. I was like going through a lot of things, and if you guys are checking out my channel and seeing my videos, then you would know. But I said, you know what? In the midst of all of the things that I'm going through, God is on my side. He is in my corner at all time, and I move by faith, prayer, and that's just that. So I ended up going on a 7-day cruise. That was something that I was to look forward to once I went through my trials, my storm, and I got through it. That 7-day cruise was on the other side. So it was time for my 7-day cruise. I was excited about it. This was my second solo cruise, my longest cruise ever, and I was ready to live it up. Okay, so I fly out to LA, hop on the Carnival cruise, and at the port I'm looking around like, where's my people at? Like, did I pick the wrong time to come? Like, come on, this can't be. This just can't be. When I tell you, we were the minority, I was like, okay, it is what it is. I'm about to just mingle, talk to everybody. That's what I do. I talk to everybody. I love everybody. Whatever the color, it don't matter. You can be the color of the rainbow. I don't care. I love everybody. I'm gonna talk to everybody. So that's exactly what I did. I'm going around, I'm seeing a whole bunch of white people. I'm not seeing too many Asians. I'm not seeing too many of my black folks. You know, I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna make it do what it do, you know. Now, I don't want to see too many of my people. I just want to see enough, just enough to my liking, if you feel me, okay? So, first day, I'm excited because I'm already knowing I'm about to be gold. I'm finally about to hit that gold membership. So I get on the ship. I'm already knowing it's like 12ish. I'm like, okay, our cabins aren't ready. They're usually ready around 2, but I'm about to go on my floor anyway, see if I can get my gold card because I got the Cheers card. And if y'all know about the Cheers card, you know you get 15 alcoholic beverages every 24 hours, baby. Around the clock. Rotate, okay? So I go to my room. The doors are open. They're literally like the room attendants are cleaning the rooms. I'm like, hi, you know, put on that happy face, a smile, you know. Because that's just how I am. Like, I can talk to anybody, anywhere. I can hold a conversation with them. So, long story short, one of the room attendants gave me my key. I book back up to the deck, to the bar, and I start getting my drinks. I ordered, what was my first drink? I want to say my first drink was a strawberry pina colada. I ordered that. I asked him for my Cheers sticker. He put it on my card and I was good to go. So I'm having my drinks, I'm talking to the young couple, and then I'm just walking around mingling, whatever. Now it's lunchtime, so I'm ready to eat my guy's burger, right? So I go, I'm in line and I meet a guy, amazing guy. Meet him, we're talking or whatever, we're hitting it off. He's an older black man. He's in his 40s. Let's say he's in his 40s, right? Hella cool, talking to him, like, you know, we even sit down and have lunch together. The vibes that I'm getting, you know, he don't like me, I'm not his type of vibe, and I love that. I love that. Okay, so we shooting the breeze, we talking, we good. Then we part ways, bam, right? So then I go, it's finally time to go to my cabin. I had, mind you, I was already there, so I had already dropped off all my luggage. I'm good to go. So I'm walking around, just, you know, touring around the cruise ship, seeing if there's anyone. I'm like, can I get some eye candy around here? Man, I'm just gonna have to make the best of it. So I thought, right? So by this time, it's almost evening, just about. I'm walking around and I'm like, oh, this is how it's gonna be. This is just how it's gonna be. Okay. I'm like walking past karaoke area. And there's people walking in front of me, people behind me. You know, we're just all walking around the ship, right? All of a sudden, I see this fine chocolate man, just sexy, just walking towards me. Like, the camera's facing me, he is facing me, I'm facing him. We're about to cross paths, okay? He's got dreadlocks. You can tell he had just started growing his dreadlocks. They're like about here, like to his neck. I mean, he is just, when I tell you the look on my face when I saw him, I was like,
Oh, excuse me? What did you ask me?
I kid you not. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope he didn't read my face, because when I tell you, I was like the only woman on that ship, and I had finally found like someone, like finally I'm not alone. Like, that was a look, and I was like, damn. So he walked by me, you know, as we're getting ready to cross paths. He looked at me, he's like, hey, how you doing? I tell you, I started to get so shy. I was just like, hey. It's like, really, Unique? Really? I couldn't believe myself. I kept walking. he kept walking. I looked back because, and normally I don't look back, but I looked back because I'm like, I didn't feel confident in how I like came out there with that hey type of thing. You know, I was like, damn, why I do that? I looked back, he didn't even look back. I was like, because my dry ass response.
And those were his
like,
words,
he don't know. I
not mine.
just went into my shell like a clam. Because I got just instantly shy, right? So, and that's what I knew, like, it was instant attraction for me. So, I mean, his walk, the way his arms are, like, I'm 5'5". He's about like my height. He wasn't like tall, anything like that. But I didn't give a damn because that man was okay. So I go about my way and I'm just like, okay, this is about to be a good ass trip, right? This is what I'm thinking to myself, right? I probably said it too. It probably came out of my mouth because I talk to myself a lot. So I'm just like, oh, this is about to be a bomb ass trip. I ain't not on this ship alone. Right, so as the night went on, I'm like, okay, let me go get another drink. I go to my favorite bar, the Alchemy bar, right? So, oh, you know what? We're gonna just call him Sexy Chocolate because that's what I was calling him the entire trip. Not to him, I called him his name, you know, but to my friend that I was talking to throughout my cruise, he was Sexy Chocolate. So we're gonna just keep that going because that's what that is. So I was just like, okay, I cannot wait to see Sexy Chocolate again, right? So it was around 11 at this point. I'm walking down. I had actually just left from my favorite bar. Like I said, the Alchemy. I got me another drink. Alchemy closed at around 11 and that sucked because they are amazing. They will make you any type of cocktail, okay? So if you ever go on a Carnival cruise and you want a drink, go to the Alchemy bar. They will make you anything. They are so professional. They are so passionate about what they do, okay? So as I'm walking to the club with my drink, I'm walking and I just see this guy at another bar. There's bars all over the ship, okay? They just want you to get drunk and have a good damn time. So I see this guy at another bar and he's like just looking me up and down, like dressing me down. I mean, I could have been walking to him naked for all I knew, the way he was looking at me, okay? Now this guy, he was a bit like bulky, like he could have been like a football player type. He had braids in his head. He had a long beard, like caramel complexion, okay? So as I'm getting closer, I'm looking at him because the way he's looking at me, I'm just looking like, okay, let me keep walking. Like, I'm not even gonna speak. He didn't even speak to me. He was just too busy looking. So, but I was like, okay, he's actually a good looking man as well, attractive. Okay, noted. But my reaction and the way that I looked and stuff was not like it was with Sexy Chocolate, okay? So after that, I go to the bar and then all of a sudden I see him. He's pretty much following me. Not the bar, I went to the club. He's pretty much following me. I'm in the club, I go there, I got my drink already. I'm sitting in the area close to the dance floor and I'm dancing by this time. I'm dancing. Put my drink down. I had met two ladies. They were sisters. They looked like they were older than me, so like maybe in their early 40s. One was drunk as fuck. When I tell you she was so drunk as fuck, she was lit though. Hella fun, hella funny. Her sister was too. We was chopping it up, having a good time. her sister was like, she need this, she need this. I'm like, oh, I feel you, I need this too, we all need it. Let's live it up tonight, right? So the guy with the beard, we're gonna call him so you know what, since he got a beard, we're gonna call him Beardo. As soon as he walks in, he is checking me out. Like, he came in looking for me. I knew that for a fact. Without a shadow of a doubt, he came in that club looking for me. So he goes straight to the bar. He's ordering him a drink. By this time, my drink is gone. So I go up to the bar, you know, got my Cheers card, gotta get my drinks up, right? I'm always on a mission when I have my Cheers card to try to get 15 drinks a day. I never can do it. I end up getting drinks for other people because I'm just trying to use up my drinks. So, but I'm at the bar. So at this point now, we're at the bar together. Beardo, he gets a Long Island. Now, y'all know about them Long Islands. It, like, so many spirits in that cocktail. So many. I was like, you know what? I'll have a Long Island too. Why the hell I do that? Why? So he have his before mine because he ordered first. I get mine. I go back over to where I was. He come over. He was like, is anybody sitting right here? I was like, no, you can sit here. So now at this point, he's sitting next to me. We're listening to the music. You know, we're just chilling or whatever. He asked me my name. I told him. He told me his. And we're just listening to the music. We're talking. And then the two sisters that I was talking to, one came up and she was like, y'all together? Y'all together? And he's like, yeah, we together. I looked. I was like, oh, I play along. I was like, yeah, we together. I didn't give a damn. I had so many drinks in me by then. I was like, I honestly don't even know how many drinks I had at that point. Maybe 7 cocktails. I had a Patron margarita. I had that strawberry pina colada. I had French 75s. I had freaking purple sunsets with all kinds of... I was for sure mixing. I was mixing too, which is never good. So at this point, we're talking, we're laughing, kikiing together. He seems like a cool guy. I'm braiding his beard. I was like, Lord. But he cool. I mean, I'm chilling. I'm single. I'm there by myself. I want to have a good time. Meet people, have fun, create memories, live my life. That's what I'm there to do. That's what I'm here to do. So at this point, the club was like pretty much over. And he's like, oh, what you about to do? I'm just going to my room because at that point, I was starting to feel like I had too much to drink. So he was like, oh, I can walk you to your room. I was like, okay, cool. Let's go. So we proceed to my cabin. So we get to my cabin. You know, he came in, we're talking, just still talking, conversation still going, right? When I tell you, so by that time, he had already knew that I was there by myself, right? I asked him, who did he come with? Lo and behold, he came with a woman. I'm like, huh, but you by yourself. He's like, oh no, it's not even like that. You know, I used to, you know, have dealings with her like in the past. I don't deal with her no more, but we still, you know, communicate. And she was coming on a cruise and she needed someone to come on a cruise with. So I agreed to come. I was like, oh, okay. Baby, listen. that very well could be the truth. And that's fine and dandy. I get it if you don't want to pay that double occupancy. I had to pay it. So I literally paid for 2 people. That price was for 2 people. The only thing, I did not have to be taxed twice since it was just me. So I completely get that. However, I don't want to be involved in none of that. I want to be involved. So I know you tell me that. We still talk for a little bit. And then, before you know it, I started feeling like overwhelmed. And then, out of control, I had to run to the bathroom. I had to run to the bathroom quick because I had to throw up. I was that fucking drunk. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm in the bathroom, calling Earl, tossing my cookies. It was a mess. I couldn't control it. It was just coming out and coming out. It was bad. And now, like, I hadn't had any water, nothing. I was just drinking. Like, it was terrible. It was so bad. I mean, thought I was getting on my shirt. It was a mess, okay? And when I tell you I'm throwing up at this point, I'm losing just any control of my body. I'm throwing up. I'm passing gas. I'm like, oh, Lord. Not I'm throwing up and passing gas. Ugh, I'm fucking embarrassed at this point. I'm embarrassed. So I'm thinking I'm done. So I get myself together. After I went and changed my shirt. And I come out. He's like, Beardo was like, you okay? I was like, no. And then he hugged me. And as he was hugging me, I was like this. Get off me. Running back to the bathroom, coming back up. It's coming back up. I'm just like, oh, Lord. Then, I mean, I never threw up like uncontrollably like that. It got on another shirt. And I'm just like, dude, I didn't bring that many shirts to me. Because I brought a lot of dresses. Like, that's it. Because we were going to, you know, we were going to be in Mexico, different areas of Mexico, different parts. And I'm like, I'm trying to be in the beachy, flowy dress. So that's really all I bought. All my shirts and stuff was just to like lounge and stuff in. So I'm like, this is really happening. This is really happening. So I come back out. And we're talking. We're talking. And I'm feeling like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. It's gonna be okay. So he was just telling me like everything. And I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm about ready for you to go. Like, I have nothing left. I have nothing left. I just need to go to sleep. So he actually, in the midst of us talking, he kissed me. I didn't even brush my teeth. I just got through throwing up. I'm not feeling this. I'm like, okay, it's time for you to go. So have a good night. So he leaves. Plus, I'm already turned off. I done threw up in front of you and passed gas while I was throwing up. I'm not sure if you even heard that. I was hoping you didn't. Right? So, and then on top of that, you tell me that you're here with someone. Now, I'm not getting down with all that. I don't know what the truth is, but I don't want no parts of that. I'm here to have a good time. Enjoy this cruise. That's it. Okay? I'm here for a good time, not a long time, baby. After he leave, Guess what happened? I had to run back to the bathroom and throw up again for the 3rd time. And I was like, you know what? I'm not drinking tomorrow. I can't, I'm not drinking tomorrow because this is not about to be going down like this. So I was finally able to go to sleep. Wake up the next morning, throw up again. So I done threw up 4 damn times. So yeah, I was like, I'm done. But by the 4th time, that next morning, it was bile. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm gonna be good. This should be it. So I'm like, I gotta get myself together because now this is C Day. And C Day, they have the best like brunch. I had my grilled chicken Caesar salad. I had my grilled salmon Caesar salad. I had my yogurt parfait. I had to get myself together because I wasn't missing my meals, baby. I came there to one of the biggest things to eat. That was top priority, okay? So I get up, I get myself together, I go out to have a brunch, and I enjoyed that. I was so happy too. I had no problems eating it. And then on my way back to my room, because my feet was killing me, I had on these sandals and they were killing in between my toes. So I couldn't even make it all the way to my room. I made it all the way to the floor, and by the time I got to the end of that hall, those shoes had to come off. So I'm walking down the hall to my room with my shoes in hand, and guess who I see? Y'all take a walk past. Sexy Chocolate come walking down the hallway. We are once again about to cross paths. Oh, I just see him right now just walking towards me, and I'm just like, here we go again. Here we go again. He walking past me. He said, good morning, how you doing? By this time, I done already stopped because I'm in front of my cabin. I'm about to go in. So after he said, good morning, how you doing? With a smile on his face, I was like, good morning. Oh my gosh. I'm like, really, Unique? Really? You got to stop. You got to stop. I get my car key. I go in. From my peripheral, I see him. He actually turned and he looked this time. And he see me going into my room, and he see my room number, I'm assuming, right? He just, because it's right there. Like, you turn it around, you got to see it. So I go to my room and I'm just like, oh my gosh, right? I started acting like a teenager in high school, and I deceived my crush, right? So, and that is such a good feeling. Like, even when you are a grown-ass woman, like, you still want to feel that way. You still want to be with a man that makes you feel like you are a teenager in high school, and it's just butterflies in your stomach and just all lovey-dovey. Like, you still want that no matter the age. I took a nap after that. I took a nap because I had the biggest headache. My hangover was on 1,000. And when I tell you, I did not drink nothing but water that day. Nothing but water. So I get all cute, I'm all dressed, and at karaoke. I actually just walked to karaoke, and I was standing there, and then I actually was about to go and sit down, but who did I see walking by? Who did I see walking by? Sexy Chocolate was walking by, and by that time, I don't think he saw me this time. I was the only one that saw him, I want to believe. So I'm like, I'm not about to get comfortable. Let me get my ass up and let me go. So I start walking out of karaoke. He see me walking out from karaoke. But by this time, like, he's a little bit ahead of me. So I'm behind him. So I'm checking him out. And you know how it's usually women were in front of the man? and they're checking us out, and we're like kind of uncomfortable, like, oh my god, he's looking at my butt.
Oh God, I hope he's not watching me walk away.
All right.
He's watching.
No, baby, it's the other way around. This time I'm looking at you. I'm checking you out, the way you walking, the way your arms are swaying, and I'm looking at it all. I wonder how did he feel. So he was like, all right, you know what? To my surprise, I really wasn't surprised. He actually turned around and he was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm like, God damn it, Unique, you talking this time. This is the third time. You gonna talk to the sexy man. So then he asked me my name, and you know, so finally we got to officially meet. So we had like a little brief introduction, and then he ended up getting stopped by someone with one of the workers there. So he started talking to that person, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna be at the club tonight. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see you there. I ended up going to the comedy club. I went to the comedy club. When I got there, you know, I was able to get a seat because I got there early, and to my surprise, guess who walked up to me? I'm about to be out of line. Beardo came up to me, and I was like, oh hey. So he ended up sitting next to me, and we just watched the comedy show together, chuckled a bit, and then when we left, as we're walking out of the comedy club, who do I see walking past? Sexy Chocolate is walking past as I'm walking out with Beardo behind me. I'm like, you know what? Hey. At this point, Sexy Chocolate needs to see that he ain't the only man that has eyes for me. And he may have some competition. So if he's serious, then he gotta show me something. Baby, he got to show me something. So Beardo is behind me. I mean, he is on me, okay? He's like following me wherever I go. And the whole time I'm looking at Sexy Chocolate, but I'm not looking. I'm trying to make sure that he don't see me looking. So every time that I know he's not looking at me, I'm looking at him. Beardo is behind me. He don't know who or where I'm looking at. So, and I wonder if he ever put two and two together after that. But anyway, so I'm trying to get away from Beardo, because mind you, I went to that comedy club by myself. I didn't go there with him. And now he's like following behind me like a lost puppy dog. So, and mind you, I still think he's a cool guy, but I'm not cool with the situation, and I don't want to be a part of it. And you know who I'm interested in already, and who I want to spend my time with, because time is limited. So I'm telling Beardo, like, okay, well, yeah, it was great. Yeah, have a good night. I'm meeting up with a friend, you know, so yeah, have a good night. As I'm talking to him and I'm trying to cut him loose, I see Sexy Chocolate. Sexy Chocolate is watching us, right? I ain't gonna lie, I'm loving that. Yet, I'm trying to get rid of Beardo. Wait, I can't even drink right now. I just can't believe it. I finally get rid of Beardo, and I'm looking for Sexy Chocolate. I'm like, where is he? Where did he go? So I had to go the opposite way because I was trying to shake Beardo. I didn't want Beardo to see who I was gonna go to. So I'm going the opposite way from Sexy Chocolate. So after that, Sexy Chocolate is nowhere to be found. I ended up going back to my room later on that night. I took a nap. And when I tell you, I woke up at 2 o'clock that morning. I woke up at 2 o'clock. I was like, shit. I don't know what time this club is over, but I'm not going. Because it's already like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not trying to get myself together to go see him because I got to come correct. So, nope. What I did was take my tail up to get some pizza. I'm about to sit up here, enjoy my pizza to myself. And then I'm going back to the cabinet and K out. So I'm walking. I'm like a little bit down from the pizza. And I hear something. I hear like someone like behind me, but they're trying to be quiet, like they're trying to sneak up on me. Now I know better, and where I'm from, you gotta watch your back. You know, everybody should know that. You gotta watch your back. So I turn around.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It's Beardo. And honestly, I didn't want to see Beardo. I didn't want to see him. I was like, ugh. Okay, I didn't want to see you, but okay. So I was like, hey. I instantly, like, my mood changed right away because I'm like, great, I'm already knowing that he's gonna want to like hang out with me, and that's not what I want. So I go get pizza, whatever. He said, oh, I just came from the club, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. So I'm ordering my pizza. He's behind me, and I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, you're here to get pizza. I mean, pretty much everybody around that time, they want pizza, right? That's the only thing that you can have at that time. So he get his pizza. I was just hoping he would go his way, but oh no, he wants to sit down at the table with me. So, and then on top of that, like, first of all, yes, we met. You walked me to my room. I threw up. I threw the hell up. It was a mess. I was embarrassed. Like, you told me that you came on a cruise with somebody, but you said it was nothing. You really by yourself. I'm like, but you still gotta go back to your room. You still gotta go back to your room. So, you know, I'm like, So literally, he's sitting across from me like the camera is to me right now. And I'm eating my pizza because I'm really hungry and I really want to tear this pizza up. And I really didn't want to eat with nobody. So I'm eating my pizza. And Beardo just looking at me.
Hi.
Okay.
I said, you just go sit there and look at me? He's like, yeah. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. What? I'm like, now you're coming off a little creepy. Like, I just want to eat my pizza. That's it. Like, I get it. You find me attractive, you know. I get it. I understand. I appreciate it, you know. But don't do that. Like, he started making me feel so uncomfortable. I didn't even finish my pizza. Like, after I told him don't do that, he picked up his slice of pizza and he started eating it. Yet he's still looking at me, you know. We had a little conversation. And I was like, I'm gonna go. I just started eating my pizza, and I wanted to eat my pizza. I had one slice left, and he's like, oh, do you need me to walk you to your room? I was like, no, I don't. And then he's like, well, I should say, do you want me to walk you to your room? I was like, no. And he was like, did I do something wrong? I was like, no. He was like, well, if you don't want to. I said, good night. Okay? And I walked off. It was really awkward. I'm like, dude, don't do that. So I rushed back to my cabin. Like after that, I rushed back. Because I was like, please stay seated, you know, and don't, like, I appreciate the fact that you want to make sure I get to my room safe. Like, what do you think? Like, where do you think I'm gonna go? Like, the first time you walked me to my room, I could have gone to my room by myself, for one. Two, yes, I was intoxicated and I had to throw up and all that stuff, but I was still gonna make it to my room. I know where my room is. I know where I'm going. I'm not about to go overboard. I know the fuck out of that. So I get to my room and I go back to sleep. I'm like, okay, this day is over. This night is over. I'm ready for the next day. So the next day, I get all cute. I have my C-Day brunch again, my favorite part. And then by this time, it's around lunchtime. And now they have a little activity, a little competition going on the deck. And who do I see? Y'all should already know. I saw Sexy Chocolate watching the competition, rooting the people on and everything. So I'm like, I'm gonna act like I don't see him, and I'm gonna just try to walk by, and I hope that he stopped me. So I'm looking good. You know, my hair was like ash, like a sandy blonde. I'm walking. He's like, hey. I like, I'll say hey. You know, and he was just talking to me, and our conversation got deeper, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want, so keep talking to me, right? So like it was going good. Like I went and got me a drink, and then I ended up like going back, standing right there next to him, like at the table. He was like by himself at the table, so I'm like watching the competition with him and stuff. And then he was like, so what you about to do later? I'm like, oh, you know, it is a movie night. Woman King, I never watched Woman King. I'm gonna do that. So he was like, all right, you know, that sounds cool. I can meet you. I was like, let's do that. So I'm like, hey, it's basically a date, right? So the movie started around like 7. Oh, and then you know what? We had talked about actually going to dinner together too. He was gonna go with his family, so Sexy Chocolate ended up going on the cruise with his family. And when I tell you, once we got to that movie, I was ready with my Tabitha Brown popcorn, okay? Yes, I brought it on the ship with me. 2 different kinds, dill pickle and roasted garlic parmesan. Yes, I did. He came over and we sat by each other, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is like our little date right now, right? So he went and got us blankets and stuff. As we're watching the movie, he was like, oh, here come my family. He came with his mom, his aunts, his brother, his uncle, his cousins. I mean, they came family when I tell you. And I didn't tell y'all where he's from. He's from Chicago. Unfortunately, so far away. You know, I am in Northern California, and Beardo is in the LA area, so he's actually closer. But I need a Sexy Chocolate to be closer. So anyway, so at this point, I don't know if he had told his family that he was meeting me, or that he had met me and we were gonna meet at the movies, but they saw us there together like we were on a date. And folks was looking, okay? Like his mom was looking, and I was like, oh gosh. I was like, I'm gonna beat your mom, right? But I'm like, I gotta play it cool because it's not like we're in a relationship. We're not. So it's easier when you meet the parents and you're not in a relationship. It's just easier, in my opinion. Because when you're in a relationship and you really like a person, you want it to work. Like, you want the relationships of that person's family to work. You want to hit it off with their family, especially their mom. Okay, that's just what it is. So I was eating my Tabitha Brown popcorn, and he was like, oh, my mom loves Tabitha Brown. Like, she was just talking about her cookbook that she have. Something. I was like, oh, okay. So after the movie went off, I ended up meeting his family. And he was just hella cool with it. He was like, hey, come on, come meet my family. Like, okay. Can y'all believe it, y'all? I went from being shy, saying 1 to 2 words to the man, to meeting his family, okay? His mom, his brother, like. So, just thinking about it now, like, my gosh. I know, I'm a Pisces, so I'm a dreamer, so I'm a fantasizer. So when I met his mom, I was like, oh, sexy chocolate. Of course, I didn't say that. I'm saying it to y'all. Sexy chocolate told me that, you know, you like Tabitha Brown and her products, and I have her popcorn. Have you tried it? Her eyes got so big. She was like, no. I was like, you're welcome to have it. I gave her the entire bag. I barely ate any because it started making my breath stink, and I'm like, I can't have sticky breath around sexy chocolate. I ain't gonna want to talk to him. It ended like that. We parted ways, and he was like, look at you, you done already hit it off with my mom. I was like, whew. So after that, he walked me to my cabin. He kissed me on my cheek, gave me a hug, and said goodnight. And it was just so cute. Like, it was so cute. I went to bed a happy girl with a smile on my face, having sweet dreams.